Red Stripe Premier League champion boy score every goal when I run from boy. Red Stripe Premier League champion boy now. Pop down we run the marathon boy. The mission never made it that the champion boy pano. Nah man I done a songsters boy. Red Stripe Premier League champion boy. Yeah yo.
Welcome to the National Stadium in Kingston, Jamaica. We're here for another iteration of Monday Night Football. Uwifc against Tivoli Gardens here, the first game of the doubleheader. And this is expected to be a really good game. Uwifc, of course, top of the league. And the Tivoli Gardens, they're in third position at the moment. But if they win here this evening, they'll go to the top of the Red Stripe Premier League. My name is Donald Oliver, and I'm with Meron Gordon, and we are eagerly anticipating the start of this one. We expect this to be a really, really good match. What are your initial thoughts, Meron?
Yes, good evening, viewers. I think we're going to have a very, very exciting game today. Both teams wanting to get that automatic qualifying spot at the top, and everyone, you know, want that time to rest and recuperate after this round. So I think they're going to go all out for this one today.
Both teams, of course, greeting each other at the moment. And both these teams really know each other well. In the previous encounter, Uwifc actually got the better of Tivoli Gardens by 3-2. And Tivoli actually, they were down to 10 players early in that contest. Shavar Campbell, their right back, was out after just a few minutes. He was shown the red card, so they played the majority of that game with just 10 players. But of course today they'll be seeking some revenge. Uwifc, of course, have been very consistent this season, haven't they? Yes.
It's the Tivoli team the last time this encounter, they also lost the quality young defender Breckenridge, and you know they fought all 90 minutes of that game. And it resulted in their favor. And I think Uwifc will have something to say tonight about that. But, you know, I'm hoping for the best in this game.
And what of the form of Tivoli Gardens? Jermaine Teddy Johnson was absent from their last game. Of course, he was serving a card suspension then. But he's back for this game as we take a look at the Uwifc starting lineup there as they pose for the cameras. But as far as Tivoli Gardens is concerned, they have Jermaine Teddy Johnson back in their ranks. He's there on the left of your screen, and he'd want to prove a point himself, and he has been proving points all season. Jermaine Johnson,
excellent player. You know, as I just said, the last encounter with these two teams, he did not play. And you know, he was basically trying coaching the team from the stands. You know, so I know that tonight he have a lot to prove, and he loves to play at the National Stadium. So it's his type of environment, his type of feel. So let us see.
We're just moments away from the kickoff as we take a look at Omar Edwards, head coach of the Tivoli Gardens team. He's really done well as coach of Tivoli Gardens.
Also the assistant coach of the young Reggae Boys, under 17 Reggae Boys. Did a good job there also.
He's really risen up the ranks, hasn't he?
Very, very, very meticulous type of coach.
Well, there's Tivoli Gardens starting 11 heads of Scott in goal. Shavar Campbell, Barrington Price, Romain Brackenridge, Nicholas Smith, Rowan Reed, Tevin Shaw, Miguel Ricketts, Junior McGregor, Jermaine Johnson, of course, and Elton Thompson. Of course, they're coached by Omar Edwards. This is the Uwifc starting lineup. Amal Knight is in goal. Rashane Smith in front of him. He's the captain. Taniel McKenzie, Kemar Flemings, Dino Schaff, Davian Garrison, Gerondi Henry, Anthony Greenland, Gervon Brown, Kemoy Atkinson, and Kemar Daly. So we are ready to get the game underway here at the National Stadium. Uwifc will kick off this contest. Of course, they are in their full red. And the Tivoli Gardens in black and white. Used to seeing Tivoli Gardens in the traditional orange.
The condition today is going to be a tricky one, Donald. You know, the surface is very soft, very slippery, and you know, the players have to keep their eyes on the ball until it makes contact with their body.
It's going to skid. It's going to move a little bit quicker.
Yes, it's going to move very, very quick along the surface. So it's also going to be very, very tricky for the goalkeepers.
Tivoli Gardens picking up the possession, trying to send it over for Jermaine Johnson to give chase. It's put into touch by Kemoy Atkinson. There's Jermaine Teddy Johnson. Missed the last encounter with Uwe, that 3-2 defeat. Hoping to prove a point today as he's back in the starting lineup. Missed that game because of suspension, accumulation of yellow cards.
You can bet he got most of those red cards because of talking.
Long throw in by Tivoli Gardens. There was an appeal for a handball there. Nothing doing on that occasion. Long ball of field looking for Gervin Brown. There's a whistle on the play now, and the free kick will go in favor of Tivoli Gardens. Well, here's Tivoli Gardens trying to move forward over on the far side, trying to get the pass in Anthony Greenland. He's going to need some support over there. Decides to play it back. Johnson surrounded by 3 players as he touched the ball the first time. They know that he's a danger man.
Very quick, very tricky player, Teddy Johnson. Have to keep a close watch on him.
Flag goes up over on the far side. It's a free kick against Tivoli Gardens and Johnson in particular. Of course, Kemar Daly is formerly of Tivoli Gardens and he's now representing the UWI. That's Edsel Scott. He's been around for eons. Goalkeeper for Tivoli Gardens. An exceptional keeper, Edsel Scott.
He's also a keeper that most coaches would like to have in their goal because he plays with his feet very well.
Well, here's Uwe trying to press. This is Durande Henry, floats it inside the box. And Tivoli Gardens managed to clear. But they still have to do some defending. It's still very much in their own defensive third. Come away with the possession now, comfortably. Nicholas Smith forcing it long, trying to find Johnson. He's going to be under pressure all day.
By all the Uwifc players.
It's not going to be an easy evening for him.
He's used to it.
I'm sure he is. Shot coming in from distance. Not a lot of power behind that one from Nicholas Smith. Really hassling there and winning the possession, but running out of real estate at the vital moment. The early stages of this contest, Tivoli has had the majority of the possession, but Uwifc just trying to settle in, but they've been doing a lot of defending since the start of this game. The sliding challenge coming in there from Taniel McKenzie. Wasn't taking any prisoners then.
Yes, it was a very, very rough tackle on young McGregor.
Ron Reed trying to find a searching ball to Anthony Greenland.
Coach Edwards knows McGregor well. McGregor is a former player of Denham Town High, and he seemed to be a regular starter and player in this Tivoli team. He's doing well as a young player. Last time these two teams played, he drew a penalty.
Daly playing a little bit deep. He's the number 45 for Uwifc. There he is on the ball now. Known for his playmaking skills. Finds around the Henry on the near side here. Trying to whip that one inside. And he'll get the corner kick for Uwifc. Here's the corner kick for Uwifc. Not the best, right at the near post. Easily handled there. Shane Smith is going to try again. Smith looking for a better delivery this time. And this goes straight to Edsel Scotch, who was forced to punch it out. Back to Smith. Again, near side. Punched out to Kemar Daly with the shot. Not a lot of power behind it.
Both teams, they don't really settle as yet, Donald. You know, we want them to quickly get this ball down on the floor and pass it around, so that the spectators and the football lovers can watch a beautiful game of football. But based on the conditions, you know, especially defenders, they don't want to take any prisoners. They just want to get rid of the ball and kick it as far as they can away from their goal. Because
they want to be meticulous on this playing surface. You wouldn't want to make any mistakes, so this one is sent too long, really.
But if you notice that at the international level, though, Donald, before the game, halftime, the field is being sprinkled.
Yeah.
So, you know, we have to quickly learn how to play on surfaces like this and match up to what is really going on in and around the world.
Jermaine Johnson keeps it in play.
And a sour point in our football to Donald. I get back to that after this play.
Long throw inside the box, looking for Johnson, was trying to take it down first time. but he was always backing away, wasn't he? And in the end, couldn't get it under his control.
Yes, as I was saying earlier, Donald, the footwear is a major problem in this country. Our players seem to be going more for style than the proper footwear.
Elton Thompson, shot taken from distance, no problems there for Amal Knight. Keepers will be tested. That was a poor pass. Tevin Shaw. Rowan Reed now. This is Nicholas Smith. Has some space, Smith. Looking for options, floats it long, looking for Johnson. Shane Smith was fouled there by Rowan Reed.
Rowan Reed, national beach football player.
Uwe with the ball, Davian Garrison. Picked up by Geronde Henry. Beautiful movement now. Needs a good cross inside Garrison. Just over the head of Kemo Atkinson. Now it's with Dada Daly. Oh, beautiful movement inside the box. Was he brought down? He was asking the question.
I really want to see that on the replay though, Donald. That was a close call.
Daly switching it over to Henry. Henry controls well. 3 players rushing inside the box. Floated high and too high and far. Way over the head of Gervin Brown on that occasion. Was making a run at the back post. Let's take a look at this here. He went down easily. Went down too easily. As a matter of fact, probably should have gotten a yellow card.
For acting?
Yep.
The defenders have to be very careful in conditions like this though, Donald.
Daly with the ball like on a string on his boot there, was trying to send it upfield, just fell short of Garrison on that occasion.
In slippery and tricky conditions like this, the defenders have to be spot on with tackling. Have to time the tackles to the tee.
Nicholas Smith. Smith looking for some options here. Decides to run into a tight space, loses possession. Here comes Huey. Can they transition well? Garrison looking for some options. Twisting and turning, looking for space, Gervin Brown. And Roshane Smith couldn't get the shot off. Jermaine Johnson alone for now. Gets by 1 defender. Facing 3 more. Decides to go wide. Inside the box now. Jermaine Johnson. Straight to Amal Knight.
Was a little bit selfish there, Donald. He had young McGregor to his left all by himself. He should try and cross that ball to young McGregor, which was a better option. But after doing that so many times in this Premier League, why not try today?
Well, when he started, he was alone, wasn't he? And then he decided to drift wide, so I probably couldn't blame him if he didn't expect anyone near him at the end of that run, and he decided to take the shot.
At his level though, and his experience, after taking the ball wide, the first thing you have to do is glimpse inside to see if you have a better option.
Well, adrenaline was pumping there, so...
Experience over adrenaline.
Yeah, there you go. Tevin Shaw. Now it's with Nicholas Smith. Shaw. Smith sends this one inside the box. Comes out as far as Rohan Reed. Here's another pass to Jermaine Johnson. Does well. Ever the warrior. Now he decides to provide it. It's inside the box. Just wide. Should have done better. I thought Junior McGregor had some time. Probably in his own mind, it took a little bit too long to come down for him to guide it, so there was not enough power behind it.
I think he jumped just a little bit too early, Donald. And also, he did the right thing by heading the ball down, but he should have hit the target from there. At least give the goalkeeper something to do.
Greenland against Price, and Price wins out for Tivoli Gardens.
I guess young McGregor would want that back right now.
Elton Thompson going through traffic, was brought down illegally. The play called back to the point of first contact. Seems as if he's going to need some attention. Got a final kick on the shin there from Daniel McKenzie. He's wearing protection there. It shouldn't be that painful.
He's always that type of player, you know. He's very dramatic.
He's milking it, isn't he? Yeah.
Very, very dramatic player.
Okay, so he did make connection with the fleshy part.
Yes.
It wasn't necessarily on the shin guard.
Yes, the heel. He's going to talk about that all game long. He's a hard worker though. He's a player that every team would like to have. Good sign he's walking off.
Yeah, he's walking off. He'll be fine. Free kick to Tivoli Gardens. Sent quite a few players up to the edge of the box, around 4 of them, but oh dear. Not sure exactly what he was thinking on that occasion, if he was. But that went well high. Now here's Tivoli Gardens, a long ball of field intercepted there by Tevin Shaw. Shaw tries to clear and the deflection is just over the crossbar.
Wow, that would be a very unlucky goal there.
Anthony Greenland was on the end of that one, and I'm sure he would have taken the credit, but it wasn't by his design, definitely, as the Shaw was really trying to clear, and it just came off Greenland and went over the crossbar. That was pretty close. Uwe almost in front. Courtesy of a stroke of luck. Now they have to do some defending, as this one is flicked down, but Amal Knight saw it all the way and got there ahead of Ron Reed.
One of the better goalkeepers in this league, Donald. Young Amal Knight. I'm very impressed with his goalkeeping.
Well, here's Uwe on the attack. Garrison. We knew him from Woolmer's days, and he knows how to save a penalty. I think he was named Player of the Year in the Manning Cup in the 2013 season, so I mean, he's a very good prospect. Reflex is excellent.
I'm hope to see him in the national setup soon, even as the third string.
This one sent high inside the box, looking for Gervin Brown. Elton Thompson back there doing some work.
That was something that Renis Moyes did well in the 98 campaign, Donald. Players like Knight, he would have in the setup.
Well, here's Tivoli Gardens trying to find Jermaine Johnson again.
Donovan Ricketts was one of those young players who he had in and around the squad. MLS goalkeeper of the year, former MLS goalkeeper of the year.
Oh,
that was harsh. I think he needs treatment.
Yeah, that was strong.
That looked like Tevin Shaw. No. It was Shavar Campbell.
Yes, me.
Wow.
He came in really strong there, did Kemo Atkinson.
And he landed badly. I think he's feeling pain all over.
Shavar Campbell got a red card in the last encounter between these two teams. Let's hope he stays on the field this time. But he has gone down and it doesn't look as if he's going to get up anytime soon as the stretcher comes on.
Oh, this doesn't look good for him.
Well, they're helping him up to his feet.
Sometimes that is not good though, Donald. You know, sometimes when the players are hurt like this, they tend not to want the stretcher, but sometimes it's very important for them to go on the stretcher. Because sometimes by just walking can even damage or further damage a ligament or even tear a ligament. Sometimes they just need to just put pride to the side and go on the stretcher.
Well, he's right near the sidelines though. I mean, he could have rolled off. So he really didn't need the stretcher, but he's been, well, he's almost literally been carried off. And he doesn't look like a good sign for Tivoli Gardens right now.
I think some of the players, psychologically, they just don't want to go on the stretcher. They don't want to seem as if they are wimps. But, you know, if you're hurt, you're hurt.
Well, that's the experience of Edsel Scott there in getting out of that situation. Just talk about his footwork earlier. Johnson ran into some traffic there, was impeded. Play on. Ron Reed trying to continue the play. Elton Thompson. Michael Ricketts. Oh dear. Not the end result they're looking for.
Seems as if Shavar Campbell will be substituted. He's really, really hurt.
Well, it seems as if Shavar Campbell, we'll get back to that in just a moment. The challenge coming in there. Oh dear. I wonder if he hyperextended his knee just now. I mean, it's Elton Thompson, and we know that he can, you know, put on a show from time to time, but he screamed in pain just now when the challenge came in. Just wondering if he just hyperextended his knee in that challenge. Well, the player actually landed on him.
Yes, he felt awkward.
Shane Smith landed on him and was a little bit awkward there.
But as we spoke about this earlier on, Donald, the conditions are very tricky, and a tackle that with a normal force in a dry period, in a wet period like this, you know, can be very, very dangerous.
So the substitution has been made by Tivoli Gardens. Mitch Lewall has come on for Shavar Campbell. It seems as if Shavar Campbell isn't destined to play minutes against Uwifc. In the last encounter, he came off early because of a red card, and now he's taken off early because of an injury. So he seeing the sight of you in front of him, he's not happy at all. Spells danger for him. Either way, he doesn't play the 90 minutes. Well, let's hope that he recovers quickly. How will this affect Tivoli Gardens as Mitch Lewall is on? They have to do some defending now.
One of the important factors of today's game, though, Donald, is that the referee have to control this game. Too many players are sliding in.
Goal against Jermaine Johnson.
He has never made a foul in his life.
Never. Always innocent. Would like to see him being a referee in the future. Twisting and turning and trying to get even more space. The referee says play on. Reeds trying to send it long to Jermaine Johnson. The yellow card will come out for Kemar Daly. That challenge came out of frustration.
As I said earlier, though, Donald, the referee have to take charge of this game. Both teams seem as if they didn't come to play football today. It's going to be so far it's a very, very aggressive encounter. But the game needs a goal or something to really lift this game. This game is very, very...
Shot from distance. Amal Knight had to make the save. It was Mikel Ricketts who let fly on the right side of the penalty area. And Amal Knight saw it all the way and put it behind for a corner kick.
Seems as if he heard me, Donald. Very, very good shot from outside the area. Very, very strong save by young Amal Knight.
There's a slight deflection there as well before it got through to Knight. Corner kick to Tivoli Gardens. It's a good looking one. And headed over by Taniel McKenzie.
Corner again.
That was a really good delivery. Let's see what will be done on this occasion as Tivoli Gardens seek to go in front in this contest. Again, it's swinging inside, but no problems there for Amal Knight. Pretty competent in the air, the youngster. Greenland gets the foul and the free kick. Trying to tap the ball forward, but lost possession there, Uwifc. Then Elton Thompson was running into the wrong area. But his team still with the possession though, Tivoli Gardens. Shaw. Now it's with Mitch Lewall. Barrington Price. Now Rohan Reed. Shaw picks it up now in the center circle. Has options to his left. Found a play in red. Frustrated with that last bit of play there, Barrington Price. Tivoli Gardens looked ominous until that pass gave it away. Another harsh challenge coming in. Kamar Daly's placing this one. 4 players making a run inside the box. At the back post, heads go up. Gina Schaaf couldn't get there. Haven't seen Gina McGregor on the ball a lot. Had that one big chance early in the game. We have seen Elton Thompson on the ball. Again, another bad pass, this time from Nicholas Smith. Shaw. Scott sending it long. Picked up now by Rowan Reed. Delightful pass. Jermaine Johnson. Cutting inside, looking for options. Finds one in Thompson. Back to Johnson. Goes to the turf, gets the free kick. A lot of words being exchanged there. Elton Thompson in the middle of it as again. You see the challenge there. Not sure if there was a lot of contact.
I think it's more of the yes.
It was probably the intent. There wasn't a lot of contact there.
Yes, very, very aggressive and wild.
Nicholas Smith is behind this one for Tivoli Gardens. Mikel Ricketts is also there. We've already seen what he can do. Not much of a wall being set up. Now it's fixed as the shot comes in from distance over the crossbar. He does have a wonderful right foot, Mikel Ricketts.
In conditions like this, though, you have to get the ball on target. You know, the goalkeeper hardly can get a firm grip on the ball, so you can get a rebound or something. You have to hit the target.
Ambitious to try it from there, though. Kemar Daly picks it up. Poor pass. Gets it back though, fortunately. Couldn't get it under his control at all. I think he was a little bit surprised that it got through to him. Gervin Brown. Could not capitalize though. Again, Johnson finds the turf.
And guess who is on the turf with him?
E.T. Well, I guess he found home if it's the turf. Elton Thompson. He's found it on quite a few occasions today.
Beautiful National Stadium ground. Beautiful field, unlike his field in Tivoli.
E.T. finds home again. He's getting some attention.
I don't think he'll be laying on his field in Tivoli. That's how he's laying on the National Stadium today.
And it is lush, isn't it?
Very lush.
Slightly damp. It's pretty comfortable down there. He's full of grass, Jermaine Johnson.
The foul was on Teddy Johnson, and guess who's coming off?
Free kick to Tivoli Gardens. He was fouled in the lead up to the second. As a free kick comes in, and it's headed behind for, well, it's going to be a throw-in. So the Tivoli Gardens, oh, he has some blood, actually. Elton Thompson. This is what actually happened to him. And this was the play before Jermaine Johnson was fouled. Oh, he got an elbow to his face. And he has to be taken out because of the blood, and he's getting some treatment now. Tivoli Gardens down to 10 players. For the time being, they have to do some defending now, though. Garrison looking for some options, deciding to go to the byline, and then he's fouled by Romain Brackenridge.
Surprisingly, though, that the referee blew for Teddy's
foul afterwards. Yeah, so.
And after seeing that replay, the defender could have probably even got a red card. Because it seemed as if it was an elbow. I'm not sure he deliberate.
Not sure if it was deliberate, though.
Yeah.
Definitely wasn't as deliberate as Zlatan Ibrahimovic's in the EPL game recently.
I can sure Zlatan will tell you that it was accidentally.
Yeah, just ran into his elbow, I think was what he said afterwards at the press conference. Not sure if it was the same here for Elton Thompson. This is first against third, mind you. In case you're just joining us and watching the Red Stripe Premier League for the first time. Uwifc, top of the league. Tivoli Gardens in third position. Of course, if they win, they go top of the league. Well, that wasn't too clever. Corner kick to Uwifc.
They need to just settle down and play, though. Too much aggression. Need to just use some more brain.
Corner kick taken quickly. Needs a good cross inside the box from Henry. Finally cleared by Smith to Johnson. Johnson gets by one. Trying to get by a second. Ran into the back of Jerron De Henry. The referee says play on.
I think that was a good call by the referee.
Johnson was never going to get there. Long ball of field. The keeper comes off his line. Could be in some trouble here. Uwifc can go ahead. Oh, it's cleared off the line, is it?
It's a
no,
goal.
It's gone across the line. And Uwifc take the lead in this contest. Not sure where the keeper was going, Edsel Scott. But Anthony Greenland did make him pay. And Uwifc are a goal up.
Experienced goalkeeper like Scott. He shouldn't have left his line there. The defender was there with the striker. As long as the keeper goes, there's going to be a mix-up. And he left his line, and they paid dearly for it.
Uwifc 1, Tivoli Gardens 0. Long ball. Finding Anthony Greenland. Not sure where Edsel Scott was going there. And the ball did cross the line. But it was just a a bad decision.
The striker was going away from goal also.
Greenland did well to put that across the line though.
Yes. Poor decision there by Scott. But as they always say, somebody have to make a mistake for somebody else to score.
1-0 Uwifc over to the Guns with about 5 minutes left in the first half. Now the question is, will a football game finally break out?
So far it's a scrappy encounter. Most of the action is about tackles.
Here's Ricketts. Lights in full effect here at the National Stadium. Dada Daly with a long ball upfield, offside. Anthony Greenland. Greenland is trying to time his run there. Rowan Reid almost got himself in some trouble. And trying to find Jermaine Johnson, didn't reach him. This is Nicholas Smith. Johnson. McGregor. Well, throw goes in favor of Uwifc. Is that a quiet game so far, Gina McGregor? So Elton Thompson will take no further part in this game. Peter Keys is on for him. Here is Tivoli. So Tivoli Gardens have had to make 2 forced changes in this first half. Injuries to Shavar Campbell and Elton Thompson. Mitch DeWall and Peter Keys coming on.
In terms of possession though, Uwifc is having a better first half than the Tivoli team.
In terms of utilizing their possession.
Yes.
Because I think Tivoli Gardens may have more possession. Nicholas Smith running into some traffic. Here's Uwifc. Oh, he ran too early. Offside, easy call there.
One thing I noticed about the Tivoli team though, they are giving Kemar Dada Daly a lot of time on the ball. Donald, he's a quality player.
He used to play for Tivoli Gardens. You think they know this?
And if they continue to do that, he can make some killer passes or even a shoot on goal. Both teams need to just regroup in the second half though. We really need to put the ball down and play some really good football, because this is 2 quality teams.
Sent high and too long. It'll be interesting to see how much time we'll be adding on for stoppages. I wouldn't be surprised if I see 3 minutes. Johnson. McGregor picks it up. McGregor gets the corner kick for Tivoli Gardens. So 3 minutes of stoppage time. It really was the least they could have put up. Corner kick to Tivoli Gardens. Can they equalize here? Uwe with the stubborn defending. Picked up by Greenland. Long ball of field now. Beautiful first touch. Looking for some help. Davian Garrison. Garrison twisting and turning. Now finds Greenland. Greenland pulls it across. Scott will pick it up and mop up at the back. Wasted opportunity there for the UWI.
Good counter-attacking football though.
He was onside, Greenland. The pass was made. Decided to make another pass inside.
Should have pulled back the ball to his player on the penalty spot.
Daly always seems as if he has so much time on the ball.
Quality players always look like that. They always move around and find space and time to pick their passes.
Kemar Flemings. Henry. Good cross inside, Scott with a strong hand, but the follow-up shot is in! They're running away with it now! Gervin Brown on the score sheet! And Huey with the 2-0 lead heading into the break.
At the brink of halftime though, Donald, you cannot be playing open football. You have to either close shop or you are attacking the teammates. You can't be just, look at the marking, poor marking in the box there by the Tivoli team. All over the place. And Huey punished them for poor marking in the box and playing open football on the brink of halftime.
It's just incredible that 2 UE players were on and around the 6-yard box.
3.
One of them was to have been marked by Mitchley Wall, who ended up in the net. And with Scott's right hand, denied the initial attempt, but could do nothing to deny Gervin Brown there. And UE, they lead by 2-0 heading into the halftime break. Dusk falls here at the National Stadium in Kingston, Jamaica, for this RSPL encounter between Tivoli Gardens and UE. We're about to get the second half on the way, and I can tell you that UE, they are leading Tivoli Gardens by 2-0 at the halftime interval, and it's going to be Tivoli Gardens who get the action on the way here at the office. Can Tivoli Gardens come back? That's the question. They were pretty sloppy defensively in that first half, Merrin Gordon is still with me, he hasn't gone anywhere. And they just lacked a little bit of discipline. I suspect that Tivoli Gardens had a lot of the possession in that first half, but UE obviously were more clinical. But here's Tivoli trying to come forward. UE with the defending, unable to clear properly outside of their 18-yard area.
Yes, the Tivoli team was very, very indisciplined in the first half, especially in defense. And you know, they have to keep the team shape, try and keep the team as compact as possible, especially in some critical times during the game. But for the football lovers, I'm hoping for a better first half on both teams.
Amal Knight sends it long, trying to find Gervin Brown, and then Greenland, but Edsel Scott picks it up, hurls it over to the left-hand side. Romain Brackenridge on the ball, finds Mitchley Wall, one of two substitutes who came on in the first half for Tivoli Gardens. This is Tevin Shaw. Now Nicholas Smith sends it long inside the box. No problems there for Amal Knight. Releases it immediately. Looking for some options, Garrison. He's trying to find Shane Smith. Johnson couldn't control. Dada Daly picks it up and loses it. His team has the possession, not for long. Throw into Tivoli Gardens. Again, the long ball of field looking for Jermaine Johnson. One of the confidence of Uwe right now. There's a big chance now for Tivoli Gardens, a sliding challenge. Blocking the shot there. Here's Tivoli Gardens trying to get one back. Michael Ricketts couldn't find the teammate.
The Tivoli Garden team is playing a 4-4-2 formation, while the Uwe team is playing a 3-5-2 formation. The Uwe team have numerical advantage in the midfield. They won that midfield battle in the first half.
Right.
So in order for Tivoli Gardens to stop their class in this game, they have to fight for this midfield and start now.
Kemoy Atkinson, that's put into touch. Atkinson himself will take the throw. Referee decides to get in the thick of the action there. Yeah, that was out of play. Flemings. Shaw picks it up for Tivoli. Haven't seen the best quality of the RSPL in this game, as you'd expect from a team ranked first playing against a team ranked third in the standing. So from that aspect, it has been a little bit disappointing. But I suspect that if Tivoli Gardens manage to score soon, the game will pick up. Here's a chance for Tivoli Gardens, but Amal Knight.
And I can tell you also that the Uwe staff does not mind the type of football that they're playing, but they're leading.
Jermaine Johnson with the loose ball inside the box. He must bury it. It's straight to Knight.
Poor finishing there by experienced striker Teddy Johnson. The goalkeeper was at the near post. Teddy chose to go straight to the goalkeeper at the near post when the far post was there begging. Can't be 2-0 down and get a clear-cut chance like that and scrap it like that. Have to do better there, Teddy.
Well, here's Johnson. Johnson ran out of real estate there. And there's a whistle on the play. The free kick in favor of Uwifc actually from inside their 18-yard area.
Teddy was very aggressive after the ball left the field.
That was straight to Amal Knight on that occasion. It was a big chance for Jermaine Teddy Johnson. Free kick to Uwifc. Can they extend their lead? Shot from Daly! Over the crossbar. That was close. A lot of power behind it. That was over the crossbar. Just needed to have kept that one down.
Valley can't afford to give away kicks around the box like that though. That quality player as Daly, he will bury some of those.
Daly or Jermaine Johnson is offside. Yeah, there was a foul there from Davian Garrison. Tivoli Gardens, they've had their chances. Here's Junior McGregor running into space, getting by 3 players, getting the return pass, not quite. That would have been a really good looking play had it continued, but Tivoli Gardens still with the possession now. As the referee says, play on. Jermaine Johnson is fouled there by Dina Shah. Oh goodness me, he's found the turf on so many occasions this evening, Jermaine Johnson.
I think all 4 defenders from the Uwifc team
has had a touch.
And Teddy.
I'm sure. Free kick to Tivoli Gardens. They need a goal and they need it quickly. They've sent quite a few players inside the box. I count 6 Tivoli Gardens players inside the box. So the chances are high, but it goes straight to Knight, who does well to punch that one out. Ron Reed though picks it up for Tivoli Gardens, floats that one inside. McGregor couldn't get there. Throw in to Tivoli. McGregor to take it himself. This one is sent high inside the box. No problems there for the Uwifc defense. Holding pretty firm in this second half so far. Really strong challenges this time on Peter Keys. Haven't seen a lot of Peter Keys since he's been on in the latter part of that first half. Free kick to you in the meantime, taken by Kemar Daly. Garrison couldn't find a teammate. Here is Junior McGregor now. Jermaine Johnson calling for it. The play made to Johnson. Johnson inside! Knight smothered it and then it's cleared.
Nice play there by young McGregor though, took all the defenders towards him and slide the ball to Teddy. And again, Teddy one-on-one with the keeper and did not score.
Not sure of the positioning of Dino Schaff there as he played Jermaine Johnson onside, but he was the one who came back to put it behind for a corner kick. As here's a corner kick at the back post. Cleared out by the Uwifc defense. Oh, here's Uwifc trying to counter. A foul there, yellow card should come out.
Good refereeing there by FIFA referee Donald Oliver.
but you need to stop. Barrington Price gets the yellow card. It was a professional. He took one for the team because they were going to go on the counter there. Here's Uwe. Flemings looking for the return pass, gets it. First control wasn't the best though. Now this is sent high inside the box. Greenland was trying to get on the end of it. Uwe still with the possession though. This is Kemar Daly. Atkinson sends it inside. Last touch out the defender. It's a well, the assistant on the far side had initially signaled a corner kick, but it's actually a goal kick as we take a look at the opportunity there. And yeah, last touch actually came off Davian Garrison. In the meantime, throw into Uwe.
It's a poor time to lose form though, Donald. And if this Tivoli team does not get their acts together, they can be in serious problem heading into the final round of football. It's a poor time to lose form.
Daly picks it up. Garrison ran out of space. Shaw gets a throw for his team. Or Breckenridge rather that was. This is Shaw. Johnson couldn't keep that one in play. Shane Smith doing a jig over. Brown finds Atkinson. Ron Reed picks it up. McGregor has some speed, but he's no Usain Bolt. Oh, that was poor.
Football is really a game of uncertainties. Watching this game now, Donald, I think this game should have been 0-0.
Uwifc just made a substitution themselves. Andre Bernal is on for Uwifc. He's always on the play. He's always going to be called.
The defender was begging for that one.
He was, wasn't he? So this is going to be interesting for Tivoli Gardens. They need to capitalize on one of these free kicks. They've sent a host of players up. The delivery was poor though from Mitchley Wall. Oh, there he was hauled, wasn't he? Tevin Shaw running away from the scene of the crime and the potential yellow card, which he probably should have gotten. Anyway.
They need a catalyst though. I'm hoping Tivoli could get back a goal. They will have a very, very good second half. Or
of the second half.
Yes.
Another free kick for Tivoli Gardens. Amal Knight collects easily. Just to confirm that Dina Schaff was the one who got the yellow card just now, as McGregor trying to run away from trouble.
So this is the first of 2 games for Monday Night Football. I'm hoping the second game, Boys Town versus Portmore, will be
ball inside looking for Jermaine Johnson, headed wide.
A much better game than this one.
Had time and space, a little bit of space. Managed to go between a couple of defenders. Yeah, he had time and space.
The Tivoli team they just don't look like they are in the mood today. They are flat. They're not moving. The body language is terrible. It's one of those nightmare days for coaches.
We really can do nothing from the sidelines, right? Paris trying to get on the end of that one. Ron Reed trying to bulldoze his way through.
He's one of the few Tivoli players to see it is working hard.
Paris sends this high, looking for Jermaine Johnson. Amal Knight is there. Ever sure, the young keeper. Ooh, that was hard. Play continues. Tivoli Gardens pressing forward through Nicholas Smith inside to Jermaine Johnson, who heads over. Big chance for Tivoli Gardens to get back into this contest. Was he probably a little bit slightly outside? That's a question that can be asked. No, he was just behind the defender as the cross came in, and he headed over the top. Should have been on target.
And I think he didn't really know exactly where
he was. Yep. Didn't know that he was in front of the near post, I'd imagine. He's had so many chances, but that one was pretty difficult, wasn't it? Here's Uwe trying to extend their lead. It's a big chance here to put it back. Sliding challenge coming in. Romain Breckenridge back there doing some really good defending. Got by one there. Did Garrison.
Good firm block there by Breckenridge.
Free kick to Uwe. Oh, that was a poor corner kick, but it goes right through.
About 2 or 3 defenders.
It went right through, yes. Well, that corner kick was so bad it was good. Here's another chance for Uwe. 2 players inside the box, waiting. Comes back to Roshane Smith.
Goal!
Goal! I thought it was going over, but it ends up in the back of the net. Roshane Smith comes up with a beauty, beating Edsel Scott.
This sums up this game today. A game of uncertainties. Was a cheeky play there, and it ended up in the goal.
That was just incredible. I thought that was going over, and they just dipped just under the crossbar, just inside the far post. And Uwe, they're 3-0 up over Tivoli Gardens.
I think that's lights out for Tivoli though.
I still can't believe that went in. That was a harsh challenge on Kemar Daly, and there's an altercation between a couple of players there. Referee says play on. Here's Tivoli. McGregor gets by 1. Trying to get by a second, but can't. The ball just evaded him there.
You have to keep your eyes on this one, Donald. This game is very, 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 very tricky.
I still can't believe that goal. Mitchley Wall intercepted by Kemar Daly. Gets a return pass, Kemar Daly. Now he looks for options. Wasn't the sharpest play there. This is Ron Reed. Trying to find McGregor. Mix up there as Jermaine Johnson picks it up. Turns on a dime, runs into space. Doesn't quite get the return pass from McGregor. Will lose his possession. Gets it back though for his team. He's a hard worker. He's on the ball now, McGregor. McGregor with the shot over the crossbar. Yellow card being shown to Tevin Shaw. As simple as that goal was, Donna,
it's one of the better goals we've seen for the season, as simple as it was.
Here's Tivoli. Paris trying to get by his marker. Paris inside tonight, who collects easily at the near post. A beautiful turn there. Comes across the face of goal, almost collected by Edsel Scott. Paris. Shaw. Wall. Beautiful movement by Tivoli Gardens in this play so far. Paris cuts inside. Loses possession though, picked up by Kemar Daly. He was fouled, was he? Yes, he was. Free kick to you deep in their own half. Gervin Brown is getting ready to come off for Uwe. Patrick Brown is on now. They're going to see this out pretty easily, you'd think. The Uwifc. So just have about 12 minutes remaining in this contest, which stopped being a contest for some time, actually. With the UA with a 3-0 advantage. They're playing some football. They are playing some football. And Jermaine Paris and Kemoy Atkinson coming together on that occasion. Not for a good cause, though. Well, there's a Tivoli Gardens bench. They don't look too pleased with what's happening out on the field. They're third in the standings right now, and they'll remain third. Omar Edwards looking on, wondering what needs to be fixed. I suspect that a few of his players just need to work harder. Johnson running into traffic.
And I can understand as a coach when you have tactical problems, you can solve that. But when the team turns up like this, with the body language of the players, it's just hard.
Shaw. Well played. I mean, the question is, though, as you mentioned before, Meran, what does a team need to do to get themselves up for a game like this? You win, you go top of the league. Why would they be?
I'm wondering at this level, you know, professional level or semi-professional level, I'm wondering why did they really turn up looking like this? I'm wondering if...
Here's McGregor. Can go wide, decides to go wide, brought down on the edge of the box. Free kick to Tivoli Gardens.
I really like this young player though, McGregor. What I'm saying though, Donald, it's a bad time to be losing form. Very, very bad time.
Yeah. I guess you can do your best to try and arrest that form once it goes the other way, but sometimes that can be a slippery slope. In the meantime, it's a free kick in an interesting position right on the edge of the box. Jermaine Teddy Johnson is the one eyeing it. So much purpose in his eyes. The wall set up in front of him. Johnson with the free kick. Oh, Teddy.
I think that sums up the night for Tivoli, Donald.
So close, but yet so far. That wasn't too far off. And I must say that Amal Knight was beaten for the first time in this match. If that was on target, Knight couldn't have got there. That's for sure. Well, he's pretty confident at the back. Free kick against McGregor. He was all over Kemar Fleming's like white on rice. Junior Fleming, Junior McGregor.
seems as if this is just one game that Tivoli just want to finish and start preparing for the next game.
Well, they had that mindset a long time ago, Marin, I can tell you that. Remember that they made 2 changes in that first half. Hasn't been the same since. Johnson on the ball. Johnson cuts inside. And then just run out of ideas. Story of the night for this Tivoli Gardens team. Here is Uwe. Big chance here. I thought he had a bit of an advantage there. There was one player to his right and another to his left. But he went down, couldn't keep his footing on that occasion. Yeah, got by one and couldn't get by the second. I think he's upset. Not too sure. There is closed caption at the bottom of your screen if you want to know what he said. Johnson sends this one long. McGregor picks it up. McGregor turns, twisting. Here's a shot from McGregor. Ambitious effort.
I'm wondering if we could give the UE coaching staff man of the match for at least preparing their team to come here mentally and physically ready today, because the Tivoli team just did not turn up today.
Or the bus driver for, you know, carrying the team here, for them showing up. Forward pass. Garrison finding Tensted. Oh, it's gone through! Big chance for Uwe! That's it! It's all over now, if it wasn't before. 4-0 to Uwe over Tivoli Gardens, and the celebration continues here at the National Stadium. Akeem Tensted on the score sheet now for Uwe.
Tivoli defense is all over the place. No coverage, no pressure on the ball. That was just too easy.
Amateur hour here at the National Stadium. As far as the Tivoli Gardens defense is concerned,
you will not see that in any good schoolboy football team now.
Oh dear. Emphatic. The goal emphatic. The win emphatic. Omar Edwards has some work to do.
It's more mental now than physical though.
This is Tivoli Gardens' biggest loss this season.
I'm wondering if they're tired though, in terms of rotation of players. I'm wondering how deep the squad is. I've been seeing the same faces over and over in almost every game.
Whatever the case though, this is an emphatic win by the Uwifc. Absolutely fantastic effort by UWI, consolidating top spot in the RSPL. UWI coming away with the 4-0 win over Tivoli Gardens here at the National Stadium. I tell you what, Tivoli, they have a lot to think about. Their coach, Omar Edwards, has a lot to think about. But UWI riding high, Maran. Yes,
UWI turned out today in a better mood. Not necessarily playing a better football, but better mood. They got 4 goals. But the Tivoli team, I'm worried for them. You know, it seems as if they're picking the wrong time of the league to be in poor form. But such is football. Coach Edwards is a quality coach, so I know that I think he can get his team mentally and physically ready for the next game. Well, at full time, it's UWI 4, Tivoli Gardens 0 here from the National Stadium.